Micky Dolenz, the last standing member of the iconic band the Monkees, is still rocking the stage at 78. You might remember tapping your feet to the catchy tune I'm a Believer, a song that defined an era and put the Monkees on the musical map. Join us as we dive into the life of this extraordinary artist, from his early days as a child actor to becoming a symbol of an unforgettable era in music history. Facts First presents Micky Dolenz is the last surviving member of the Monkees. See him at 78 years old. From child star to rock icon. Micky Dolenz's journey to stardom began long before he became a household name with the Monkees. Born March 8, 1945 in LA, George Michael Dolenz Jr. showed an early flair for entertainment. His childhood was steeped in showbiz, largely thanks to his parents. His father, George Dolenz, was an actor, and his mother, Janelle Johnson, was a singer and actress. It was almost written in the stars that young Micky would tread the path of entertainment. At just 10 years old, Micky landed his first notable role in the TV show Circus Boy in 1956 under the stage name Mickey Braddock. He played Corky, an orphaned circus water boy, capturing hearts with his endearing performance. This early exposure to the limelight laid the foundation for his future. The real turning point came in the mid-60s. Micky, now a young man with a passion for music, responded to a casting call for a new TV show about a rock and roll band. This show was The Monkees, a concept inspired by the Beatles' film A Hard Day's Night. It aimed to capture the zany adventures of a struggling rock band. Dolenz, along with Davy Jones, Michael Nesmith, and Peter Tork, were selected to be a part of this experimental blend of music and television, and they were about to become a part of pop culture. The Monkees TV show debuted in 1966 and was an instant hit. The band members, initially cast for their acting abilities, quickly evolved into a real band. Their music, a fusion of rock, pop, and psychedelia, resonated with the youth of the 60s. Micky, with his distinctive voice, was often at the forefront, singing lead on some of the band's biggest hits, including I'm a Believer and Pleasant Valley Sunday. The Monkees' rise to fame was meteoric. They became teen idols almost overnight, with chart-topping albums, sold-out concerts, and a fan base rivaling that of the Beatles. But this fame came with challenges. The band faced criticism for not initially playing their own instruments on their records, a fact that was typical of many bands at the time, but became a point of contention for the Monkees. Despite these challenges, Dolenz and his bandmates proved their musical prowess. By their third album, Headquarters, they were playing their own instruments and had more creative control over their music. This period marked the peak of their fame, with Micky Dolenz at the heart of this extraordinary journey from a child actor to a rock icon. The Monkees' golden era and beyond. During the peak years of the Monkees, the band wasn't just making music, they were shaping a cultural moment. Micky, with his unique voice and dynamic presence, was at the forefront of this phenomenal success. The late 60s marked the zenith of their popularity, with hits like Daydream Believer and Last Train to Clarksville becoming anthems of the era. Micky's voice became a defining element of the band's sound. The Monkees TV show, that innovative mix of music and comedy, further enhanced their appeal. On screen, his portrayal of a charming, whimsical character won hearts globally. Offset, he was an integral part of the creative process, contributing to songwriting and production, showcasing his multifaceted talents in the industry. As the 70s dawned, the Monkees faced new challenges. Creative differences emerged, and the public interest started to shift. The show was canceled in '68, and their last original album featuring Dolenz, Changes, was released in 1970. The band eventually disbanded, though they would come together for tours and albums in later years, reigniting their magic for new and old fans alike. After the Monkees, Dolenz didn't pause in his artistic endeavors. He continued acting, took to the stage in musical theater, and even ventured into directing for British television. Music remained a constant in his life, marked by solo albums and reunions with his Monkees bandmates. The original Monkees lineup sadly didn't last. Davy Jones, Peter Tork, and Michael Nesmith each passed away over the years, leaving Dolenz as the sole surviving member of the original band. Their losses were deeply felt by Dolenz and fans worldwide, each marking a poignant moment in music history. But Micky has persevered, keeping the Monkees' spirit alive through his ongoing projects. He continues to tour and engage in special tributes to his late bandmates, celebrating the enduring legacy of the Monkees. His professional life remains vibrant, with a career that spans more than 6 decades and shows no sign of slowing. His personal life has been rich and full. He's experienced the joys and challenges of family life, marrying 3 times and raising 4 daughters. His ability to balance a public persona with a fulfilling private life speaks to the resilience and adaptability that have been hallmarks of his enduring career in showbiz. Rocking on in the 2020s. Micky has not slowed down, embracing his legacy with the same zest he's always shown it. At 78, he continues to be a beacon of enduring talent and versatility in the music world. 2023 saw the release of his ambitious project, Dolenz Sings REM. This EP is a unique fusion of generations, where Dolenz pays homage to one of the most influential bands of the late 20th century, REM. The endeavor wasn't just a tribute, but a reimagining, as Micky brought his distinctive style to these modern classics. The project was a testament to his ability to connect with different musical eras, but Dolenz's connection to the Monkees' legacy remains at the heart of his career. In 2023, he embarked on a tour called The Monkees Celebrated by Micky Dolenz. This tour was more than a series of concerts. It was a journey through history of a band that became a cultural icon. Performing the Monkees' 3rd album, Headquarters, along with their biggest hits, Dolenz brought to life the spirit and joy of the band's music. Through live performances and videos, he kept the memory of his late bandmates alive, sharing their legacy with a new generation of fans. But this year wasn't without challenges. Dolenz faced a bout of illness due to extreme exhaustion and the demands of a hectic schedule. This led to the cancellation of some of his concert dates. In his usual humorous and resilient manner, Dolenz reassured his fans of his well-being. Acknowledging the toll of his packed schedule and the realities of aging, he took a brief step back to rest and recuperate. Despite these hurdles, his passion for his craft is undiminished. He's also set to release a photo-fueled book called They Told Me I Had a Good Time. This book promises to be a treasure trove of memories and insights, offering fans a deeper understanding of his journey from a child star to a rock icon. It's a reflection of his journey, filled with anecdotes and personal reflections that span his remarkable career. Micky's recent activities paint the picture of an artist who's not just living in the past, but actively shaping his present and future. His ability to adapt, to embrace new challenges, and to continue to connect with his audience is a testament to his enduring appeal. He shows no signs of slowing down in his late 70s, proving that age is merely a number when it comes to living out one's passions. Now it's time to hear from you. What are your favorite Monkees moments? What are your favorite Monkees songs? Let us know in the comments section below.